needed to make a deck for this for a long time.
I love it. Well, we've got Mina 2 sideboarding into Kirishima 3. How cool. Chivalrous Spirit. Hit me with a pitch. What's going on here?
This is my dream Kirimina ship deck.
Okay, all right.
And the whole point is basically this whole deck is a reference to a certain moment from season 6.
Okay.
Mina's in a pinch, so Kirishima rushes in to help her out.
Okay.
The
Love it.
title and references what Kirishima said in that scene.
Okay.
So basically, it's a deck that features them both, and I kind of realized that they both work well with punches.
Yeah. There's definitely a shared theme there, right? You get the response off the punches, and then you get this enhance off punches. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So what do you need my help with? What's the goal?
Well, just making sure it's to the usual 50s count.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And basically, it's kind of functions the same as my Midoriya and Uraraka tag team build.
Yeah. Is it okay if there are Kirishima cards inside the Mina portion? Because right now we're 10 cards short.
Of course.
Okay.
Basically, what I just wanted to show you were all the cards I currently have on me. Feel free to go nuts with the tweaking.
Okay. I love it. I have some more that I'm going to be adding in, just because I don't think that we can get to that full number without it. But we will see. Let me actually. Okay. I have a crazy idea.
Do tell.
Let's get custom with it. We'll get there.
Hey, and fun fact, because I've been wanting to make a special deck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute. I splurged a bit and got a fancy deck box for it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Whoop. Super fancy. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to make a deck with these two in it, and now I can finally make that dream a reality.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially since that they're basically my favorite ship in the whole franchise.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm here for it. So we're gonna do something a little crazy with this deck. Okay, we're gonna do something a little silly. So I like this idea a lot, and the coolest part about this idea is we're going to do this.
What?
We're gonna put Kirishima inside the deck. And the reason is because look up in the top right corner of your deck of the card.
Yeah.
It has a block.
Yes.
As Mina, you can use Kirishima to block in your deck.
Wait, you know which scene from season 6 I'm referring to, right?
Yeah, of course. And
So this a direct reference to that?
Yeah. And so I want to do this in order to use that. And when it comes to games 2 and game 3, if you would rather play Kirishima, because you have Kirishima 3 inside the deck, he does not have to be in the sideboard for you to swap the character. So if you'd rather be Kirishima for game 2 or game 3, you can still make that swap because he exists in your main board. Does that make sense? So within the confines of the rules, you're allowed to make that swap still. Doesn't have to be in the sideboard. And it saves a sideboard slot. With me?
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what that means is we have to make some small adjustments. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Let's come back here, I think. Okay. So, this is going to require you to get some cards. But I think that it's going to be okay because we're gonna take some of these. Cards that are in the sideboard, and we're gonna just put them in the main board. Like,
that's perfectly fine. I'm actually currently on an undaunted raid hunt.
Love it. We're gonna take Acid Corrosion Breach and drop it down to a 2 of, and we're gonna take Red Riot Gauntlet and push it up to a 4 of. So this card is really neat because it is a punch and a flash move, and so it works really well with Mina's response. If you happen to have the face down cards, same idea of like Acid Chop. It's just not quite as good as in Kirishima, just because they're flashes. So like Kirishima is like not going to love playing as this deck. But like if you absolutely need it, we've got Hardened Fist and Red Counter that just instantly like get to swap out for this one and then this one. From there, we're going to just take the Red Riot's the coolest and just slam them in the main board. Just because we have to make this number bigger.
It only works with hardened and red cards, and Mina doesn't really have a lot.
So it doesn't because of the regular enhance, right? This deck gets +2 damage playable while committed, which is just decent enough. We're probably going to lose off of the Deadlock enhance, and that's okay. It's very tough to get the Deadlock enhance to work anyways, but flip to make my Cheerful Uppercut just hit a little harder might just be worth it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. From there, we're going to take and we're going to put 2 in Facing Danger in the main board just because we have to. We're going to take 1 Unbreakable and put it in the main board. Okay, so here's where we get to be crazy with it, right? At the moment, you have 4 Kirishima cards and a bunch of Mina cards. If we wanted to...
Well, of course. It's just like my Midori Uraraka build. It mostly has Midoriya cards, but with the Uraraka side build, there are a bunch of her cards for support that just switch in.
So, if we want, we can take and we can mesh this idea, so we have 2 options. We can leave it as it is and keep them very separate, and you have this sideboard switch that comes in and swaps in and out. The other option is we take and we really mesh them, and we do 50% Kirishima attacks, 50% Mina attacks, and we play the card Teamwork. So this is a... Say again?
I have 4 copies of Teamwork.
I love that. But this is totally your choice. If you have 1 Kirishima card in your card pool, and you have 1 Mina card in your card pool, Teamwork is active and live. Which means that your attack just gets +5 damage for free.
Put all 4 of them in there.
I think we're going to play 2. I think 2 is the right call. But that does mean that now we have to, we might have to change out. We might have to go get a couple of these, which I don't know if they're expensive, but we might have to, just because we have to mix up our zones and whatnot. Okay, so I think the number one thing that we have to do here is we take Acid Fling and we just have to swap it for Hardened Fist. This is 8, this is 10.
Red Riot Unbreakable is listed as $8.98.
Yeah. This is also release weekend, release week. And this is a good card. I was going to suggest 2 of it maybe, and maybe it's one of those things that in the future, whenever the prices cool down a little bit, it's not quite so close to release, we feel a little better about, you know?
True.
I actually think I lied. I think I'm not going to do this. I think I'm going to... We're going to go back and go put this card back instead. Death, Water, Chaos, go. Okay, so man, this is interesting. I'm gonna put just like one copy of everything in here. Just get custom with it. Okay. So I think what we're going to do, right, is I think we're just gonna play a bunch of 3-ofs. So I think like 3 acid chop, 3 uppercut, 3 gauntlet, 3 fist, 3 cling, 2 red counter. What does that do to my attack lineup? 19, a little attack heavy. So we could take and look at our block zones. 6 lows, a couple highs. It's a little attack heavy still. I'm just nervous about having not enough Kirishima cards in here. This could be a one of. This could be a one of because it's the 2, right? And getting face downs is hard.
I know it's what your idea, but I'm honestly not sure if Red Ride Unbreakable would work best for both characters since it's a Fury.
Yeah, it's more of the fact of like we want to be able to use this momentum really well. And this enhance is incredible for both characters. Like, it's really, really good. But what I really care about here is just the symbols. I gotta have the symbols for teamwork to work, which is what I'm afraid of. Right? Is like we gotta have a bunch of symbols so that we have 5, so that your teamwork works.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I totally get what you're going to do. I mean, I don't want this to be a carbon copy of my last team up deck.
Oh. Let's look at block zones one more time. I think we don't have enough high blocks on our moves. So maybe we take and we put 2 of you. We put 4 of you. Back to block zones. 5, 5, and then the rest of them. Okay. And then this is acceptable. Do you have an unbreakable?
Wait, what?
Do you have an unbreakable? This foundation? It is a
Unfortunately,
rare.
I'm unable to pull one.
Okay. See if you can do some trading. I think these cards gonna be pretty good for the deck. Specifically, it's a high block.
I do have a friend who said he's going to help me get the cards I need.
Okay, cool. That's amazing.
Thank you.
14, 22, 14.
You can go a bit above exact 50.
I think that I'm happy with this, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I think that this is a really cool idea.
Well, what about the side build?
So my point is, I don't think you need a sideboard for this deck anymore. You don't have to do the swapping.
Oh.
Because we have put Kirishima in as the main card, and all of these cards work for both of them, it just works. Make sense?
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I were to do any sideboarding, it would be to add 2 extra copies of Acid Corrosion Breach, and 1 extra Cheerful Uppercut, and 2 more Unbreakables, and 1 more Teamwork to like make the deck like a little more quote unquote well-rounded, right? But I think that you could just cut the sideboard it totally, run your 50 card deck, and just call it a day.
That works.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome. Any final thoughts before I ship this back to you?
Nope, it's perfect. Thank you so much for the tips.
You're welcome. Yeah, this deck looks neat. This deck looks super fun.
Thank you.
All right, stay on the line. Let me shoot it to you, and you have a good rest of your night, okay?
Okay, bye.
Peace.